Describe Granny in one word.
I think Granny is caring.
Artist.
Supportive.
Strong.
Kind.
Loving. Happy.
Kind.
Amazing and wonderful.
Well, she does like us when we say nice words like yes instead of like yes like this. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe
Pop in one word. I think Pop is nice.
Worker.
Friendly.
Patient.
Naughty.
Hardworking. Loyal.
Decisive.
Kind.
Sleepy. He likes to snore a lot.
Well, he does always like do this to my head and it hurts on my forehead right a little bit. And I think that's all I know.
Let's pop up.
Roasting marshmallows.
In Rhode Island, when they would come and visit us, and we would hop on bikes and we'd bike up our super steep hill to the cliff and the walkway, and we'd park our bikes and we'd just walk on the walkway with them.
I liked when they lived in their old house and we came to surprise them a couple days early. And we went up to the house to ding the doorbell and no one was there. So we called them, but they were at dinner. And so we just played in the pool.
Creating a playroom at my home. That we went to Florida together.
My favorite memory with Granny and Pop-Up is when they do come visit us when we lived in Italy, and we'd walk and walk and walk for so long. And Granny would give me piggyback rides because my legs would get tired.
With them for 4th of July, and my dad got his face pants. And when we were with you guys, but you guys were in a different house.
Okay.
Where the beach was.
In Scotland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that one.
Okay.
In Scotland.
In Scotland.
In Scotland? At a bank.
In Campbelltown.
In Scotland, in Campbelltown, in Scotland.
In Scotland.
Scotland. At Granny's house are Pop-Pops.
Okay.
That when they were like big kids. It was a place where we went when we saw my parents.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
Not long after their engagement.
20 years ago? A long time ago. 1986.
70s? No, 60. Late 60s. 19. Am I supposed to guess a year? 1973. Okay. Two or three. 1972 or 3.
1972.
In 1972?
1, 2, 3, 4. 45 years.
45 years.
For 45 years?
50.
2019 minus 1972.
46 years this Sunday.
It'll be 47 years tomorrow.
What would you do if you were married for 45 years? Have kids. Adopt kids from an orphanage and live in a submarine.
I don't know.
For 45 years, be pretty old. I'd probably sleep a lot. Like Pop-Up.
I would like to have a big family and have my kids and all my grandkids around at my house playing and enjoying their time together.
Marcia once mentioned that she would have an apartment in the city and I'd be living in the cabin in the woods. And that we would just alternate weekends together. And I asked, "Are you serious?" And she said, "Yeah." And so that sounds lovely. Well, we've been almost married 10 years, so we got I'll be like 70.
Which then by then you'll want someone there to take care of you.
It'll be assisted living. Marcia will be like 82.
Dad's age.
Celebrate surviving.
On Earth. Alive.
With who?
With my wife of 45 years. Hopefully we don't have any children living at home then.
No.
Yes.
How many?
3.
Who are they?
Uncle Con, Uncle Ben, and my dad.
3.
My daddy and Uncle Tyler and Auntie Maggie.
Yes, they have 3 kids. Who? You don't know who? Oh. Dad, Uncle Colin, and Auntie Maggie.
I don't know. Do they? They have 3 kids. Uncle, my dad, and Auntie Maggie. They have 3 kids. My dad, Uncle Colin, and Auntie Maggie.
Yes.
How many?
3.
3. What are their names?
Colin, Tyler, and Maggie.
I think so.
So who are they?
There's Stella's mom. There's Rudy's dad. And there's Emma's dad.
Oh yeah, they have kids.
They do?
My mom.
Who? Yes, my parents have 3 children.
Who?
Maggie, me, and Tyler.
When I was born in 2001.
When Abby was born. 2001.
When they had Abby.
When Abby was born in 2001.
In 2001.
When Abigail was born?
March 29th, 2001.
When Abby was born.
When my parents turned into parents. Right. Print stuff.
Nothing.
He walks around and whistles a lot.
Prints a lot of paper.
I think Papa writes a lot.
He sits at a computer and answers phone calls.
Paperwork.
He owns a paper company, so I assume they do a lot of printing and paper deliveries.
Well, I think they work on papers. And Papa has this little thing you run on, and I think he does that sometimes. My mom is at work with him, so I know.
Strawberries.
Noodles. Lasagna.
The Ghirardelli brownies.
I think it was chocolate or vanilla ice cream. Popcorn.
I'm gonna go seafood.
Noodles.
The ham Swiss sandwiches that Mom made.
She loves turnips. I know that.
What is Pop-Up's favorite food?
Peanuts. Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. Oh, I know it.
What?
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Yes.
Peanuts.
Onions.
Meat.
Protein.
Ice cream sundaes.
They're like PG and PG-13 movies.
Oh, I have no idea.
Your nostrils flare.
The Hunt for Red October.
Well, I mean, she must like James Bond movies.
The water horse.
Mamma Mia.
Mary Poppins.
I don't know. Mary Poppins from apparently.
Granny's favorite movie is The Sound of Music, and we all like to sing along to the songs in the movie.
I think it's the one that has a doe, a deer, a female deer, and I think that's the same one that's Papa's favorite.
He likes violent movies.
Any movie that he can fall asleep in.
The Godfather.
I think Papa would like Indiana Jones.
James Bond.
James Bond movies. Skyfall.
Anything James Bond, Jurassic Park, or Top Gun.
Pop-Up. E.T. I remember watching this movie with him when we were younger, and we were completely terrified of E.T., and I will refuse to watch the movie ever again.
I think probably back in Scotland still. Something I was just mentioning the other day. This ties it back to the last trip. Just looking at a picture from that trip of kind of everybody spread out on blankets eating a impromptu picnic on Jura, and I was saying that might be one of my favorite pictures from the trip, because that most related to the memories I have from over there. Just kind of out and lunch and making it happen.
I'm gonna go with walking to school and kindergarten, and maybe that's just because it's
near and dear right now, but that was a good one.
Oh, the time I painted myself brown?
You guys!
Hold on. Back then, that was allowed. To work hard.
Work hard.
That's not, my dad teaches me a lot of lessons. I think my dad's just taught me where hard work can get you.
Get what you want.
That honesty will get you further.
To take care of your family.
Costa Rica.
It has to be the last Scotland one. Getting to share Scotland with my kids and the rest of the family, and we all still talk about it all the time to this day.
The trips to see Grandma and Grandpa when they were in Florida as a whole were very positive.
Oh, Scotland last year was fun. Then there was the one where Pop got almost arrested on the way to Florida because we were in a van. I remember that one. And then Uncle did get arrested before we went on a cruise and almost missed the cruise. Remember that one. So basically, I'm the only male who hasn't been arrested or detained on the way to a vacation.
Play at the beach.
Playing at the beach with everybody.
Making a fire at the beach.
We did the fire and the marshmallows there.
Oh, yeah.
That was my favorite part.
The horsefly hike.
Hiking up Bengalian and eating all of the blueberries.
Roasting marshmallows on the beach.
My favorite Scotland memory was taking the walks on the beach or having dinners at the rec cottage outside overlooking the beach with everybody. I love making dinner with everybody and just being with everybody in Granny's hometown.
Going to Devar and racing across as soon as the water levels were low enough, and we had split our ways, but when we came back up, we had to get the cattle guy to help Aunt Margaret and Pop come on back, which was really funny. And then all the cousins and us running through, splashing in puddles, trying to get back before the land bridge closed.
Wait, trash can.
I'm just gonna say the reunion as a whole. It was about as good as it could have gotten.
Beating Tyler in that wood collecting contest. The soccer game during the big family reunion. The christening. My dad's dinner. The hike up Bengalian was special.
Because we didn't die.
Yeah, it would have been a very different story.
Just got a sprained ankle.
Yeah, it was bad. When I told Tyler that if he started slipping, Rudy and I were just going to get out of his way. And when we looked up and Finn was peeing on all of us.
I remember playing soccer. That was fun. Everybody walking on the beach in their vests.
Bye, Granny and Pop. Happy anniversary. We love you. Bye. We love you. Happy anniversary.
Bye, Granny and Pop. Love you. Have a good anniversary.
Happy anniversary. We love you.
I love you. Bye-bye. Happy anniversary, Granny and Pop.
I love you, Granny and Pop. Have a nice anniversary.
Oh gosh, it makes you sound like they're dying. Last messages. Happy anniversary.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. 47 years is I think something that we can all strive for. And I think the important thing that Granny and Pop, or Mom and Dad, have always taught us was that it takes work. And they showed us that it takes work. And I think they've just kind of given us, something to aspire to work for it.
Thank you for setting such a wonderful example for a marriage. Thank you for always being there for me as a son and me as a married person. And I love you both.